Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Lisa, Lydia, Scott here with you. It is now April 29th.
Yeah.
Last week of April. I can't believe that. May 1st is Wednesday?
Yeah, May Day.
May Day. Who's bringing May Day baskets?
That's a good question.
Let's have that discussion.
I volunteer, Scott.
Oh, okay, I see.
I like that. Remember, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning, right around this same time. It stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it anytime you would like. We also make it into a podcast. You can check that out at inform.com/podcast. Look for the Inform Minute or anywhere you find your podcast, and check us out on all of our social media platforms, not just Facebook.
All right, today feels very Monday-like.
Yeah.
To me. It's kind of rainy, drizzly,
Right.
dreary out there.
Snow on the radar?
Yeah, some
That's-
places. Gross. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
Yes,
for April
I agree.
29th.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen reports of quite a bit of snow, pictures, I should say. So not like piling up
Sure.
kind of snow or causing a bunch of problems, but I've gotten lots of pictures of snow this morning. Thief River Falls, Leeds, Niles, Milton, lots of spots dealing with some slushy, sloppy snow. No snow here in Fargo. It really hasn't been raining for the past couple of hours here in town, but it's still very damp outside. I used my wipers a couple of times this morning just because it's misty, and then you got cars in front of you and it's spraying
Yes.
up off
Yep.
the road, all of that kind of stuff. So still just a very damp feel. Visibility reduced in some spots thanks to the mist, drizzle, even fog. We're slowly dwindling our showers. So those big widespread areas of rain that we saw yesterday, last night, even into this morning, kind of shrinking on your radar map. We're down to a few scattered showers by this afternoon. A lot of this is gone. So it's kind of on its tail end. We're on the way out with these showers. As for rainfall reports, I've been working hard to get 3-day reports, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all added together. Highest reports coming from Lakes Country in Minnesota, around 1.5 inches for
Okay.
all
Wow,
3 days.
okay.
So a lot of rain. Here in Fargo, about 0.8, 0.9, just depending on your exact location. Grand Forks closer to about 1/2 inch. And that does not include anything that fell since midnight, so including today. And some of us have picked up some rain for today too. So soggy. And just kind of gray. We'll dry things up, but still a gray sky this afternoon. Wind is light out of the north at 5 to 15, keeping temps in the 40s today.
It's chilly.
Chilly,
Yeah.
soggy ground. Yeah, very early spring day. You know what I mean? Like kind of like late March
Yeah.
sort of day. Tomorrow, we'll see peaks of sunshine, especially early on. Temperatures into the 60s by the afternoon, but we wake up upper 20s, low 30s. I think some spots will have frosty windshields tomorrow morning.
For the last day of April.
Yeah, last day of April. You might need that ice scraper out there. So chilly start, better afternoon, but another round of scattered showers moving in. And with temperatures getting into the 60s, just a little more heat, a little more energy in the atmosphere, I think some of us could hear thunder, especially for the southern parts of the valley.
Okay.
That's a quick mover. Not everyone will get rain tomorrow. That's out of here by about bedtime on Tuesday night into Wednesday, I think midnight-ish. And then Wednesday is our drier day before more showers are back on Thursday.
Okay.
We are making up for any moisture that we missed out on over the winter with not a big snowpack. We have plenty of rain showers.
Yeah, big time.
I know lots of farmers itching to get into the fields and thinking that time is shrinking. So maybe not hoping for rain. I know it's like a weird balance
Yeah.
You need the moisture, but,
but I
you
need
want
to
not
get
be
in the
so
field.
muddy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a fine line that we're dancing on there. More shower chances next week too. Temperatures do warm up later this weekend into next week where we have more 60s and 70s. This is kind of our off and on rainy, wet, cooler sort of week for this week.
Okay.
But you mentioned earlier, it's really greening things up. too.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, my lawn is very luscious.
Yeah.
Luscious
Looks good.
looking.
Yep.
Yeah, lots of green out there, which is nice. If we could get some sunshine, that would really,
Yeah.
one, boost moods, but two, green things up a little bit. I think a couple peaks of sun tomorrow morning, but your better chance to see the sun not really until about Wednesday.
Okay. That's my golf day then.
Okay. It might still be soggy out there, but
I'll make it work.
if you don't mind squishing your way along.
Getting wet socks in my golf shoes.
Yeah, find out how waterproof golf shoes really are. Okay, that's all. Thanks,
Sounds
guys.
good.
Today, the Grand Forks School Board will decide if it should terminate the contract of an elementary school principal because of poor performance. The school board will meet in a special session right around 6 tonight to decide if Ben Franklin Elementary Principal Joshua Mailhot can keep his job. We know the superintendent, Terry Brenner, is recommending the school board not renew his contract. If you want to take a closer look at what Brenner is cited as having what problems he's had and what he's been cited for, just check out this story on GrandForksHerald.com.
All right, this morning we're working to learn more about a crash that sent a semi-truck into the ditch and damaged a minivan. It happened on I-29 in Fargo and backed up traffic near the exit to 13th Avenue South. It all happened about 7 o'clock last night. In the northbound lanes, traffic was moving again by about 7:45 once they got the semi out of the ditch and the minivan out of the way. I was actually driving back into town and I saw all that happening when it was going down. I was like, oh, that does not look good. But we haven't heard anything about injury reports or anything like that just yet. So we do have an email sent to Fargo Police right now to find out what exactly happened that led up to the accident and if there were any type of injuries.
We are also tracking some road construction for you. We want to give you a heads up in Grand Forks. Northbound lanes on North Washington Street will be closed from Demers to First Avenue North, but you can still drive in both directions. It'll just be single lane traffic, so probably congested, just a heads up on that. This portion of work should be done by mid-November, but the entire project won't be done until 2026.
All right, today new federal guidelines go into effect to stop the spread of bird flu in dairy cows. We know dairy cattle in 8 states, including South Dakota, have tested positive for bird flu since March. The USDA says it's now mandating that all cows that produce milk and are moving between states must be tested for the virus. Cows that then test positive must be quarantined for 30 days, and those positive results must be reported to the USDA. The USDA maintains that commercial milk, which you're going to get in the grocery store, is safe because it's been pasteurized, but they just want to try to get out in front of this whole thing and stop it.
That's a big story. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is back in the political spotlight. She's now responding to backlash over a story in her new book defending her decision to shoot a dog. Noem says it happened about 20 years ago. She says her dog was misbehaving, it ruined a hunting trip, killed some chickens, and then tried to bite her. Of course, now her political rivals are calling her out and trying to look more pet-friendly. Noem is thought to be a contender to be former President Donald Trump's running mate this November.
All right, today on Hot Mic with Don Mizzo, the Timberwolves swept the Phoenix Suns. A recap of Minnesota's first playoff series win in 20 years. It was an exciting night, of course, for Minnesota sports fans. Many stayed up late to watch the Wolves win that game.
And the draft is behind us. Have you come down from your high?
I have. It's kind of all sunk in now, and it was a lot of fun over the weekend, and got to see some local FCS players sign some undrafted free agent contracts, so that's exciting too.
Yeah, we know the Bison had 4 players sign NFL free agent contracts, and you can read more about that right now on inform.com, but you know that Dom's going to be breaking that down. It's all Dom's kind of inside information. He has great contacts, so he's going to be talking about that on Hot Mic today.
And then they're going to look ahead to kind of which players that are on the team now could be prospects for next year's draft. So we're already looking ahead to next year. Can't escape the draft.
No, I guess not. You start working on your mock draft 1 year in advance. I guess maybe a little bit much.
That happens.
Hot Mic with Don Mizzo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra.
All right, and then don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass to inform.com. Just go to inform.com/subscribe to check out that deal.
Our next newscast is coming up at 11 this morning, and then we have you covered this afternoon starting at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, and we'll be back tomorrow morning with first news from 5 to 7 a.m.
Have a great day, everyone.